All right, 13. Hannah?
Which is the correct electron configuration for the element bromine? Bromine. There we go. A. Do I want me to read it out?
No, A's good. All right, 14. Let's go with Lauren.
Which of the following electron configurations of outer suburbs is most stable? And I have to put A.
And 15.
I'll do it. No, wait, never mind.
All right, let's go with Joseph.
What is the electron configuration of barium? I put C.
And 16.
I got it.
Cody's answered like 3. Okay, I'll read it.
All right, Garrett.
How does the energy of an electron change when the electron moves closer to the nucleus? I put D.
And 17. Hannah?
Well, electron has the electron configuration of 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, and 3p2. I said C. So
And 18. Cody?
What is the number of electrons in the outermost shell of an oxygen atom? I put C, 6.
19.
This one third and fourth.
Wait, can you do it a little bit?
Fudge!
Thank you.
I need to pick two real quick.
Where is it?
I don't know. Okay, man. I just threw my stuff around. I don't care. But in the end, I'm just like,
You should do it.
I'm just gonna throw it all away anyways.
I don't see how you can do it.
Oh, that's my shoes.
What is that sound?
There's my shoes.
You know, I was gonna die.
I need to like really fix this mess. I'm just gonna toss this all out. I hate it.
Hey, do you ever get hairs like too?
All right, so we want to do a survey now. So let's survey yes or no. You think the first one is right? Yes or no? Raise your hand if you think the first one's right.
I do.
All right, so I got 2, obviously.
Oh, wait, no, I don't.
Okay, 1 and 1. How about the second one? Yes or no?
Yes.
I got 1. Anybody else?
Okay, you know, I realized
2.
that, like,
I think
it's just a difference that he had to put the measurement down with the right answer.
That's what I did.
Wait, no,
Now-
I think it's wrong because the 24 is the smallest number, so you shouldn't have 0.4. Right?
On which one?
On both.
Now, on Friday, we talked about the ACT and where you're going to use significant figures. And whenever you multiply units, what do? You add the units. So meter times meter is going to be meters squared. That's the first thing we want to help you understand. If you divide the units, you subtract them. If you have to have the same units to add up, you cannot do this. You can't do meters squared plus meters. That's a no-go. Everybody clear? You can't do that. So when you add and subtract, the units have to be the same. Remember this? All right, so just trying to get you ready for the ACT. Some of y'all are going to be taking it here pretty soon. At least the first time before we take it as junior. Also, when we talk about significant figures, we don't know if these numbers were measured. They could just be made up. If you just make up numbers, then you can really just do whatever you want to do. It's when you start taking measurements. This is strong measurement. This is weak. Because it has 2 significant figures. This has how many?
4.
Yeah, this has 4. So the answer must have 2. The answer is based on the weak. So you're going to round this to what?
58,300.
And that's how they'll get you on the ACT. Whenever you see a unit next to a number, you must follow these rules. That's why people don't score 36s on the ACT. This will be 95% of the people don't follow these rules. Yeah.
You know, on break I go to sleep. I go to sleep earlier on break than I do like during the
I go to sleep at like 3 o'clock, wake back up at 6 and repeat on Fridays.
Yeah, I that's I will bet like I get up at like 7.
Eight. Four in the
No.
morning. Sometimes I just stay up like do 24 hours or more. It's fun.
My mom won't let me stay up all night. I need at least an hour of sleep.
Nobody.
She doesn't know.
Yeah,
She'll
exactly
actually
right.
sleep.
She's like,
No, she will know. Because I'll crash at 12 o'clock. Well, I just
why is she here?
What are you talking
She just wakes up.
I've never enjoyed it.
How to keep fire like you.
No, that's
It's really crap.
I've never.
I hate. I don't like planes, and I don't like being like just suspended over an ocean for a long
Yeah,
period
that
of time.
freaks me
So
out.
when I was, it really felt weird. So when I was going to like, I was in London, and it was really rough. Right there.
Just change.
Just
Yeah,
wait.
hey, at least on like cross-ocean flights, like we'll give you some movies to watch.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
love
Then you watch all of them like the first like 6 hours and go. I still have like
6
about
hours?
6 hours to go.
Wait, 6 hours worth of movies. That's like 5 or 4 movies.
Your plane not supply you with movies.
Okay, you make a question on these. Okay, excellent job, Chris. Now check yourself. If you have a question, we will get specific about those. Very good graduation rate, 81%.
Why though?
Ohio State.
It's 87 at
Okay, good. I thought you were gonna say something like money, and I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, if you're making your decision, go to the one that has the highest graduation rate.
Just so it's like.
That's how you'll know it's the best school.
I'm gonna go to online university. That has no names. I'm gonna go to Trump University. I'm gonna go edgy.
All you need is a small loan of $1 million.
I mean, I don't say that to be offensive, but you have to remember when you go to college, you want people in the mindset of, yeah, I do want to graduate. You know, you don't want to be around people like if 60% of the people there, don't have the mindset of I'm going to graduate, I don't even know what I want to study. Okay, you might want to figure that out pretty quickly.
You're not going to have people who are going to want to study with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I call it. I guess, I
Anything below 60.
I'm not sure. So this is really the issue we're trying to get you ready for with the ACT, where you take the meters, whenever you multiply a unit, you're going to square it. Correction, you're not going to square it, you're going to add it. So M plus M is meters square. Now when you divide, like if I had meters squared divided by meters, you subtract it, so it equals meters. You divide, you subtract units, you multiply, you add. So you probably have seen that before. Not a lot in math class, I'm sure, because they don't teach units at all in math. Well, not at all, but just not frequently. So here, how many true numbers do you see here? How many significant figures do you see? You got 3. The 2, the 1, and the 6 are all true. How many significant figures do you have here? 1. When I say true, I mean somebody actually measured it, 3 meters. Now here's the issue. You have one true number there, one significant number. This is the weak number. That's the weak. And you have to express your answer in the weak. So instead of it being 64.8 meters, it's going to be 60 meters squared. Now that's going to be like choice C on the ACT. This is going to be choice A. And most people are going to bubble in choice A. And they're wrong. It's actually going to be C is the correct answer. This is why, most people don't get a 36 on the ACT. One of the reasons. Whenever you add, the units must be the same. Right? You can't solve a problem like that. When you multiply, you add the units. So if that had been multiplication there, 1,035 meters squared times 42 meters, then you add the units. But when you're just adding, the units have to be the same. So this is not possible. No answer for number 2. Same thing with number 7. Number 7 has no.
Wait, how do you know that? Because it's the same one. Are you? It's the same one. Oh. Just has centimeter on it,
All right, so if we take a look at this, all right, let's do a survey. So if you think the first one's right, say yes. Raise your hand.
That looks like
Right.
it says 67S.
Oh, that's a 5, right? What'd you got there? 6, 7, 5? 0.5? All right, so raise your hand if you say yes, this is correct. 1, 2, 3, it's like 6. Raise your hand if you say no. So we any no's. I know 0 no's. All right, how about this one here? Yes, no. How many yeses we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 again. How many no's we got? No's? Got 1 no? All right, so if we got a no, what do you think is wrong with it? What?
Say something.
I mean, you can't just say no without thinking there's something wrong with it.
I don't know, I thought it was like centimeters squared or something.
Oh, yes, it is centimeters squared. Whenever you multiply units, you have to add them.
I knew that.
Whenever you divide units, you subtract them. So if you have like centimeter squared divided by centimeter, that's going to be centimeter, right? Because you're subtracting them. No, he didn't write centimeter squared. He wrote centimeters. Now, when you take the ACT, you're going to see this. Now, often they don't talk about units in math. That's why you're kind of a little rusty on them. It's all like this. No units, just numbers. Just make some numbers up. Now, in life, we don't make things up. In business, you can't do that because you go out of business. Diana? In life, you can't just make things up because you'll go out of business. You just randomly say things. Now, the next one here, these are actually measurements that were taken. So the first one, how many true numbers you see here? How many significant figures? There are 3. These are all true. There are 3 true numbers here. How many do you see here? There's 1. Gabrielle? So what should the answer be? Well, I'm trying to help you for the ACT, right? So you might want to take note of this, because if you score low, people go in thinking, I got my calculator, I'm going to get 36, and you walk out with like a 16, and then you're kind of upset. All right, so you have 1 true number right here, so what's the answer supposed to be? On the ACT, this would be choice A, and choice B is going to be 700 centimeters squared. And that's the correct answer, is 700 centimeters squared. Because you're supposed to round, you have 1 true number here, you have to round this up to 7 to give you 1 true number, no decimal, 700. So a lot of people, they don't do well on the ACT math part because they don't understand significant figures. This rule holds true as long as there's a unit. If you see a unit, you must follow this rule. What's your favorite cheer?
Hello, Nicole. No, it's only no. It's
So,
only terrible. Like,
name 3 cheers for me.
Okay, because I'm gonna rush. I mean, I gotta sit up there and take my time.
Go Big Blue, what else?
This baby just cute. It's 2. It's in 2 and then 2.
I'll write it up there, I'll tell you here in a minute.
Okay.
So what's your favorite cheer? Go Big Blue?
No.
Why do y'all do that?
When do you take your test?
I'm just
Oh, don't you
I'd
take
say
your
it's a fun cheer.
test?
How's it go? Give me 1 line. Clap it high, clap it low.
Okay, this
I hear about it all.
Alright, Andrew, for the first one, let's do our survey. If you're talking, I'm going to have to send you away. So, shh. Right. So up here, we're examining number 2. If you said no, what do you think's wrong with it? So if you said no, you can come up here and change it. If you think it's wrong, you shouldn't say no to something. There are consequences.
I don't trust you. You said yes. Ow, Evan.
I think I got it right.
I don't want to get up.
It's meter squared. That's what's wrong with it.
All right, Francesca, that is correct. I'll give you a point for that, definitely.
Oh, wait, hold up. I just said
It's definitely meters squared. No, no. You just make up numbers. And then in the real world, you actually measure things. Whether you're at Starbucks or Target, you're measuring boxes, you're measuring...
I'm both of those.
Right, you're counting things. So here's the point. Now, I mean, once you start counting, you have to have a unit. Now, this first number, how many true numbers do you see? Jade, how many true numbers do you see in this first number, Jaden? There are 4. That is correct. How many true numbers do you see in the second number?
1.
There's 1. So the answer must have 1. The answer must have just 1. The answer is really 20,000
So placeholders are
meters squared.
So placeholders are not true numbers.
Right, there's no decimal here.
Oh, okay.
See, there's a decimal. I tricked you a little bit. So on the ACT, this would be answer B, which is correct. This is answer A. Everybody who answered that got it wrong. So when you're taking the ACT, I'm trying to help you remember this. This is the second time we're reviewing it. If you see a unit next to a number, you must use these rules for significant figures. You've got them on the sheet. They've actually illustrated them right here. It says the rules right here, all digits 1 to 9 are significant. And it also gives you examples here on the back for following the rules.
So I was told that you had said that the lowest we could get on the final is a 59.
Well, that's following the state standard. The state has a standard for intercourse exams as a 59. If you've been doing, the work throughout the year and you're doing well, then you should have no problem.
So if I get like a 60, I'll get an 80. So if I get a 59, that's like well, I get a 59. So I'll get right now, 80. If I hit the size right there, but if I do really bad, I go down to a C and I'll get a B.
So change it by just like a decimal.
Exactly what I said, Jacob.
Well, he knows. Well, we're running by that.
No, I want A, but if I get B, I'll still go.
Nice job, Peg.
I'm part of the relationship. I'm part of the relationship. So,
I'm gonna run on my car and snow. Oh my god. I was thinking gay.
yes, I know this.
They were like, can I see that
Jason has 13.
One true number. Now you've got to round this to what?
4.
You got to round this to 20,000.
Are you talking about this one? Hey, Mrs. Heidegger.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're alive. Over and
Mrs.
over
Heidegger.
again.
I said yes, bro.
All right, sir.
Yeah, my name's
I'm trying to get like
You know,
Daddy.
what's not the word?
Daddy. It's Daddy.
What are you doing? It's
It's Daddy, not Mr. Wood.
So Arizona's got about a 60.8 grade. Yeah. Kentucky's around 61, so they're comparable.
Okay, so that's how you got it.
These are right, bro, aren't they? These right?
I don't know.
If I'm not big by 21, that's what I'm
Rachel, I do want you to pass. Please write these down. Check yourself.
Actually, no.
They're not.
Like, some of them are right.
Mr. Steiger.
Mrs. Heidegger.
Yes. Put them down right now.
Hey, Mrs. Heidegger. If Noah's wrong, so can I correct her?
Are you gonna check this over?
Mrs. Heidegger.
Checking it right now.
I know she passed it. We have cans down here.
No, sorry.
Dang. I feel like that's often the same. Like, you don't have any cans. Like, it's like you're disappointed. You know?
Mrs. Heidegger.
Yeah, life is full of stuff.
Mrs. Heidegger. You know why don't you get cancer? Because you don't have any time.
It's true.
As soon as I say back to dead time,
Like, you should let us use note cards.